Hey Bears, so today we're going to talk about sales tax. The reason I just left this as kind of a video rather than a whole lesson is that if you guys can calculate your markups, you can also calculate sales tax. So sales tax is really similar. Your item is going to have an additional cost. It's going to be more expensive, but instead of a markup where you would walk into a store and say, oh, it's 20% more expensive now, our sales tax is a set rate that wherever you are staying already has those values included. And it's usually most items that you purchase are going to have a sales tax rate on it. So what I would go ahead and do is you need to figure out the sales tax rate where you are traveling. So let's say I want to go to Ohio. I typed in Google, I said, what is the sales tax rate in Ohio? They told me it's 5.75%. So down here, I would write 5.75%. just so I don't forget it, and you're going to use that rate on the next few slides. So sales tax on transportation. Now again, if I was driving, you guys don't have to do this slide. So if you chose driving, you can go ahead and skip this if you want to delete it so you don't forget, or just write I drove so I remember. Either one is fine with me. If you chose any other method of transportation, you are going to have to do this slide. So it's just kind of what you guys chose to do. Even though I'm going to Ohio, I always say my drive is 3 hours to my family's house. I look up flights often. I do not like that drive. I do not like going through Cincinnati. So I'm still going to fly. So I think that my flight is going to cost me about $300, which I've looked up. Sometimes it's a lot more than that. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert your sales tax rate from slide 21. So I said mine was 5.75. So we're going to include that, 5.75. My method of transportation costs about $300. Again, you guys could have estimated those. Don't know why this is so big. There we go. All right, and still we have two ratios. We're trying to solve for x. So really the same method still applies. We're going to cross multiply and divide. So 5.75 times 300 is 1725. Divided by 100 is $17.25. So how much will the transportation cost you? Again, sales tax is really similar to a markup. We're going to take that X value, add it to our original cost, and now my transportation costs me $317.25. So really the main thing that you guys need to do is just make sure you Google what is your sales tax and then set up your two ratios just like we have been doing. Cross multiply and divide to solve for X. And then still sales tax is just like a markup. You're going to add that X value to your original cost to get your values. So you guys need to do those on your activities and your meals as well, and then start working on your conclusion. All right, if you guys need anything, again, as always, let me know. Otherwise, feel free to work on your ratios and get solving for those values.